Hello, legends. Welcome to another episode of Wavematics Weekly Forecast. My name is Peter Pearl, and today we are looking at the profitable trade setups we are going to be getting on from March 27 to March 31st. So today there's going to be a lot of setups that we will look at. I looked through the post that I made that if you have any pair that you want us to discuss, I usually post it a day or 2 days before the live stream, and a lot of people really made a lot of requests. So today we will try and move a little faster so that we can attend to more pairs. But if anyway you couldn't get yours in the comment section, you have the opportunity to still deal with it whilst we are having the live stream, because I'll be answering questions, and at the same time too, I'll be dealing a lot with new pairs you request either through the live stream or through within the week. So if you are not a member of the Legendary Trade Room, this is an opportunity for you to do a chart request. This is the only time that I allow the general public to request charts. Then I look at it and attend to it to make you know what price action is saying using the Elliott wave or any other methodology that you are using. So before we dive straight into the live stream, let me know in the comment section where you are watching us from. I'm speaking from Toronto. It's now 9 a.m. here, EST. So let me know where you are watching us from, either the city, the country, or wherever that you are watching us from, so that together we can make more profitable moves as a family together. If you are making any comment, you can also grant StreamYard access to your name, so that when you make any comments, we will see it. We will see it. Let me also know in the comment section if you can see my screen and if the sound is okay, so that we dive straight into today's live stream. So if you have any questions, keep it coming. I'm going to attend to them whilst we do the live stream. Okay, so now we'll be starting with dollar index like we always do. Now in dollar index or in an Euro USD, I'm going to show you two scenarios and explain to you how we use the scenarios when you have a primary count and an alternative count. This make it very easy for you to have a plan A, which is your main trading plan that you are using. Then should in case market does not even the sentiments change, you don't do any form of revenge trading. You just know how to manage your trade you are in, or how to switch the analysis, how to switch your bias to a different scenario, to a different scenario. We are having Caroline watching us from Montreal. That's great. That's great. And keep the comments coming, and I'm going to attend to them. So now let's jump straight into the dollar index and move to the other pairs as quickly as possible. Okay, so now looking at the dollar index. Last week I didn't look at this chart today because we are going to deal with a lot of pairs. I'm not going to be dealing more with the daily time frames like I did last week. If you've not had opportunity to see the daily time frames as we do share with the members in the Legendary Trade Room, then you can just also rewatch last week's pairs and YouTube video. You can get to know all what we take on the daily time frame and all the pairs. So today, as we deal with it, we want to handle more charts. So let's jump straight into it. So in the 4 hour, this is what we've been looking at. Now we are looking at a wave A, B, C, and C. We're having a wave 1. So in this particular wave C, we are having two scenarios, and this is how we are going to trade it. So this is a primary count. This is what I'm looking at as a primary count. So now we have a wave A. We've had a WXY for a wave B. Now we are anticipating price to keep moving to the upside. Price keep moving to the upside, and this is a key area for us where we want to see this particular channel, the resistance level of this channel, to be broken, so that we can move to the next trend. So watch this particular channel very well. We are going to get it within this particular week, either of the alternative scenarios that we are looking at. So once we get that particular one, note that it is a wave C that we are trading. So we are not really, it's not a move to the upside totally. We want to see we want to see a move to around this particular level, or you can pick your fibs and check 50 to 61.8 fib level. Then we are anticipating price to start giving us a downward move. So something like this, we get this way, then price giving us a downward move like this. So this is the primary count. Let's quickly jump and check the alternative count also. Jump and check the alternative count also in DSY, so that you understand how to use that one to trade Euro USD and the other dollar related pairs and the other dollar related pairs. So now in this particular count, we're still having a wave one. We are anticipating one more drop to the downside for a wave 4. One more drop to the downside for a wave 4. So wave 1, 2. So this whole thing is like an ABC for a wave 4 and a move to the downside. So how do you confirm this particular move, whichever way it is going to go? Now, as you check the first move that we have, the first scenario, there's going to be a resistance. We are looking at a resistance at the channel resistance level. Then at that particular level, as if we get a resistance and we are looking at this pullback for the correction, that is going to be a deciding factor, whether it's going to be a pullback or it's going to be a continuation of the major trend for the wave 4. So first, we need to still get a little up, a correction and a little up. So it's not the safest time to buy, because there are two scenarios which really intertwine. So you wait for a particular move. Then when the breakout of the channel happens, then you'll be ready to keep on now going long on these particular pairs. Then if you're also looking at the alternative scenario, once we get that particular one, we will start looking at if we get any reversal signs. I'm going to be updating these charts in the course of the week, so that you get to know. So now with this understanding with what the dollar can do in both scenarios, let's quickly jump into Euro USD. And see how we are going to trade the USD. Now we are going to first look at our primary count. In our primary count, as we are expecting the dollar index to move to the upside for a wave C, because of the correlation between dollar index and Euro USD, we are also expecting that one to also have come down for wave 2. That is the wave C of the wave 2. So in this particular scenario, we have ABC. Now we've had this particular move, and so we are anticipating a correction. Once we get a correction, we get a correction. Then we are going to sell for that particular breakout for this particular scenario for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. After that, we will start looking for sell setups. And there's one key in this particular in tracking this particular scenario. When you look at also the alternative scenario, so if you look at the alternative scenario, you can also join this particular move with a trend line. Let me clear with a trend line. So once you have this particular trend line, when this move is happening, when this particular move is happening, once we are having this particular correction, watch how price will react to this particular trend line. Because if price can't get into the support of the trend line and bounce off, so that is going to be our alternative count. I'm going to show you how the count looks like on that. And if we are going to go long again, we are going to go long, then watch plus scenario. So but when we have a convincingly break from particular trend line, then you are certain now the wave C is going to happen. Yes, the wave C is going to happen. So let's look at the alternative count of the Euro USD. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me know in the comment section so that I can reiterate as I go on. So this is our alternative count in the Euro USD. So this is what I was talking about. So in this particular scenario, we're having a wave 1. So an ABC for wave 2. Find its support on this particular blue trend line, then we'll be going long. So once that particular happens, if you are not even going on a quick one, you can now draw a trend line to also catch the breakout of it. and buy for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be like the wave 4. The wave 4 similar to the DXY also being wave 5. A wave 4 going to wave 5 on that particular scenario. So let me know if you're currently watching us live, or you are currently watching the replay version of this. I know those of us who are with us live right now, and those of us who are also watching us through the replay version. So let me know if you are watching us live right now, or you are also watching the replay version with us as I continue with the remaining of the pairs. I see some requests coming in, and we are going to look at all of them. We are going to the super is asking of US30. I'm going to look at it as we flow along. I do see your questions, so you keep it coming, and I'm going to attend to most of the questions that are asked live. Most of the questions asked live before the streams end. Okay, there's also someone connecting with us from Thailand. You are welcome. You are welcome. So the next pair that we're going to look at is based on the request that people did. If you've not joined our Telegram channel, you can also join, because I do post requests there. Most of these charts there for people to give requests. So if we look at, we had about 29 requests, and most of them were gold. So I'm going to go as if you look at this SAU USD, SAU USD, a lot of the pairs were gold related. So I'm going to move with the request, because now I do analyze a lot of charts. If you look at even the legendary trade room, we update 20 instruments every day for the members, for the paid members. And if you get opportunity on the free analysis like that, I give priority to what people request most, so that I don't just analyze things I want to analyze myself. But if you keep the request coming, that is what I'm going to do for you, and get you what you want to know in the course of the week. So let's quickly look at Euro USD again. No, the gold, as more people requested also for gold, as more people requested for gold. So with gold, we have this particular scenario for gold. For gold, last week I did share what we are looking at for the daily time frame of gold. I'm looking at an ending diagonal. So if you not really understand the scenario, look at let me check the daily time frame for gold. But this is what we are looking at for gold. So this is the daily time frame. We are looking at an ending diagonal scenario. It can be an impulsive wave, or it can be anything. But this is the ending diagonal. So if you see me labeling an ABC for wave 1, that is the point that we are coming from, so that you understand the perspective. So now, as when we jump straight into the 4R, when we jump straight to the 4R. So on the 4R, we're having the wave A of wave 3, wave A of wave 3. So we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to see price move upward a little to give us a 5 wave for this wave A. Then once we get that particular move, you will start looking for a correction for a wave B, because now one thing you should understand is sometimes this can be all of your wave 5, but we want to watch it closely first, because there's a lot of divergence happening. There's a lot of divergence happening at this side now, which can make this the all of the a truncated wave for this to be off wave 5, for us to start having an ABC. But we are not going to jump into any sell now. We want to see price push a little up. Once we get that price up, we are going to look for this particular wave B. Then we are going to have a wave C. I'm not going to share alternative counts to all the pairs, so that not to get the new traders confused. Not to get the new traders confused in this. We also having Vien joining us from Vietnam. What's up, bro? And we also having T also watching us from Lagos, Nigeria. You are all welcome to the live stream. If you have any questions, you can keep it coming. I do see them. I do see them. So now, if you understand the scenario of gold, so ours is to wait for a little push to the upside, and see if the divergence in play. Then we are going to look at an ABC correction. So once the wave A starts happening, we will look for a correction to join. If this particular correction is happening, on the wave C, as we get the ABC for this particular blue wave B, this particular blue wave B. Okay. Now, if we look at USD Japanese yen, it's also given a very interesting pattern, which makes it easier for us to trade. Because I'm seeing a very nice pattern on the USD yen, and whenever this pattern starts happening, in the USD Japanese yen, I'm looking for a more downside. That is, I'm anticipating a weakness for the dollar, a weakness in the dollar. And if you look at the dollar, as we did in the DXY, though, as we are looking for weakness in dollar, we are anticipating a short-term strength for that wave C that we discussed. So as the dollar is going to have a short-term strength, we want to see USD Japanese yen also push up. So this is a leading diagonal for the wave 1 of the USD Japanese yen. And in leading diagonals, you start seeing a lot of divergence in play. You start seeing a lot of divergence in play from this particular side, which is telling you that the sellers are losing momentum on this particular pair. The sellers are losing momentum on this particular pair. So we want to see price pushed to the upside. And as price keeps going, we will now start measuring the FIPS to see 50 to 61.8 level, where we are going to find our reversal level. When we are going to find our reversal level on this particular one. So now price, if you go to the one, I've been showing a lot of you guys and people in the trade room how to trade these particular scenarios when you want to get in early. So now let's say if you go to the 1 hour time frame, if you go to the 1 hour if you go to the 1 hour time frame, then as price is breaking out of this particular, if you want to get in early, these are ways we do get in early. So now we've had a breakout from this particular trend line, which is the ABC of the wave 5 of the leading diagonal of this particular red wave 1. So once we get this, if in this particular week you get any corrective move, any corrective move like this, any corrective move, then you can start buying after the correction. You can start buying after the correction. But if you are doing a swing trading or any form of long-term trade, then you can wait for a breakout of this particular leading diagonal resistance line. So resistance trend line on this particular one. But because it's a correction that I'm looking at, if I get a chance to get in early, then I'm going to get a favorable risk to reward ratio, because it is a wave 2, and in wave 2 price can reverse from the 50 to 61.8% fib level. So if you want to get early on leading diagonals or ending diagonals, then you can go to the lower time frames, draw a trend line on the last ABC on this particular pairs. Then you can catch a better risk ratio on this particular one. Okay, we having Munish watching us from India, and cool, but it's also watching us from, I think, Tanzania. So guys, welcome. So now let's look at the pound USD. If you have any price that you want me to discuss, let's keep it on coming. And if you are also planning to join us, if you look at, you can go to www.pearlmarkets.com, and you have access to our courses. You have access to our courses and the trade room, because before even I do live streams, the members would have already gotten their charts earlier. They were already gotten their charts. So if you look at it, they have all the charts, and for all time frames, either there's an alternative count, or there's a daily, weekly, daily or weekly, then they will already have those access to those charts. Then if they have any questions on other thing too, then they come in this trade room. We have legendary trade room, where members can now get access to me and the so you just get in by typing www.pearmarkets to get in as a member. Now we are having a promotion. We're having a promotion, so you can get in with the lifetime and the annual. Because of the promotion, you still get all our courses. You get the Wavematics Forex Accelerator course, which is our premium course. On the annual too, you are going to get that course. So we are having huge discounts now. So if you want to join, so this is the perfect time. You can get in. If you also want a monthly subscription, but with that one, you don't get access to the course. So these are the best times to get in if you want to join us now in the legendary trade room. So let's quickly jump also into the pound USD. Into the pound USD. So in pound USD, this is what we are looking at. Now we are looking at as the dollar weakens later, we are also looking at a strength in the pound USD. So now we've had a wave one, which is a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave one. So with a short-term strength that we're anticipating in the USD, we want to see that same strength also in the dollar. So if we get this particular wave one, ABC, then we are going to start buying for this particular pound. So let me jump to the 1 hour time frame and look at what we are looking at, because it looks like we are in on Monday we are going to get a trade from this particular one. So now we are seeing a wave one, a wave 2, 3. We want to see price give us a correction, then give us once we get a correction, give us one more move for a wave 5 of it. Then we will start looking at the ABC and come down for a wave C before we start going up. So if you are scalping and if you are day trading, then you can get a lot of trades before even get the ABC. But if some people are very conservative traders, you can wait also for the ABC to happen. Then as you pull your flips, you can start looking at where we are going to get these reversal levels. You're going to get these reversal levels. Then you can start buying for the wave 2. So that is the scenario of what we are looking for in the pound USD, So similarly, if we go to look at pound USD card, if you go look at USD card, there's also an interesting scenario. If you're watching us from YouTube, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also like and click on the notification bell so that you can get notification anytime I do release live streams and videos like so. I really indulge all of you to subscribe, because there are a lot of content that I'm putting in place to bring to you on the YouTube channel, so that you can advance your trading. You can advance your trading in scenarios like this. So do join us and click on the notification bell for our YouTube channel. So as we jump straight into the USD card on the 4-hour time, we're looking at a wave one. We want to see an ABC for a wave 2. So in the wave A, we are looking at in the form of a leading diagonal for wave A. Now we have an impulse upside. So in every impulse, there is associated correction, and we've even seen we got a last candle printed very bearish. So we want to see it continue down a little for wave 2, a wave, an ABC for this particular red wave B. Then if we get this particular correction, we are going to buy on a short-term basis for the wave C of B. So if we get a correction, we are going to buy on this wave C. But that is if you are doing scalping. And then we are going to buy that. Then once we get the wave C, wave C of B, of red wave B, we are going to start looking for this move to the downside for wave 2. This to the downside for the wave 2. So if we also look at the USD Swiss, I do try and look at more of the dollar related pairs, because the majors, because that is what most people trade a lot. That's what most people trade a lot. But I'm going to still touch on some few ones, and I think someone also requested for US 30. US 30. I'm going to look at it before the stream ends. I think I've addressed the pound USD for you, Adelusi. I've addressed that for you. So you keep your questions coming, and we are going to look at it in the course of the trading session. If we are not able to look at it even in the live charts, So now let's quickly look at the Kiwi dollar, and look on what is happening on the Kiwi dollar. Okay, this is from the daily time frame. Let me take it out. Okay, in the Kiwi dollar 2, we've had a wave A. After wave 1, after WXY on this particular on a WXY on this particular pair. So now we've had a wave A for a leading diagonal. Then we are looking at an ABC for a wave B. So now the ABC for the wave B, the wave C of the red wave B also is an ending diagonal, but at the same time too, it can be a leading diagonal for the alternative. So this can be all of the correction. There's a possibility this can also be all the correction, so that this wave C can be here for wave 2. If it happens that way, then this start of it is going to be out, which is the leading diagonal. But before we start even considering that, we want to see price break out of this invalidation level. Once we get it invalidation level, it will also be out of this particular channel. Then we know that, okay, now the sentiments are changing. But for our primary count, now we have this move down. We want to see a correction. So if you're not in any sell setup in this particular one, definitely this correction is going to happen, which is very important. Very important. Always wait for the corrections so that you don't buy at the wrong timings. So once we get a correction, then that is when we are going to start looking for this particular move to complete the wave C, before we start looking at this this particular side, this particular side. So in this particular week, we are waiting for a pullback for the correction. Then we are going to start selling for Kiwi dollar. We are going to start selling for the Kiwi dollar. Okay, if we look at, as we've looked with dollar, let's quickly look at. I think I did get pairs that I did not analyze last week, which people were demanding, like the pound AUD. But before even we go to that, for the purposes of our analysis, let's quickly look at some of the pairs. I think someone requested earlier US 30, because we cannot analyze everything and answer all questions. The earlier you join the live stream and leave your questions, the earlier I can attend to them. As we go along. So if you look at the US 30, okay, US 30. This is last week we analyzed it, and now we are having some update on this particular pair. So now we are having an AB. Then this particular wave C is forming in the form of an expanding ending diagonal, and this is a very important scenario. This is a very important scenario on this particular pair, on this particular instrument. So we want to see, therefore, as the wave 4 is ongoing, we want to see price give us a form of a support, a resistance on, if we draw this particular trend line, because there's almost a breakout of it. So once we get a support of it, then we are going to look at it to get this particular wave C, this particular wave C. So whatever happens, this is going to be our invalidation level for this particular count, invalidation level for this particular count. And once we get there, then we are going to recount. So now we want to still see price push to at least the 61.8 fib level, the 61.8 fib level. Then once we get that for this particular week, we will start looking for reversal signs. If you start looking for reversal signs, there are some of the questions that I've already addressed in the video. So if I've addressed the gold section, the gold instruments. So if you're not even getting it and you just need to watch the replay of it once the live stream ends, and you're going to get it on the gold and the other pairs that we've all discussed. We've almost discussed almost all the majors. So you can just jump onto our YouTube later. I'm going to leave in the link in the comment section below, comment sections below. Then as we look at them, but if you want to make it easier, if you want for me to watch over your shoulders as you trade all the time, then it's going to be an interesting time for you to join as we have this promo offer of 50% discount. So you just go to pairmarkets.com. It's an easy way you can get access to it. Then you can sign up. You can sign up from these sections. Once you sign up, you get access to the members log in. Then you start getting all the charts that we do discuss, the video analysis, and the trade room that we do have. You have a very professional trade room. We don't use Telegram. We have our own custom app and everything. You get notification and everything that we do in a very professional way. So let's as we look at the US 30, let's jump and look at NASDAQ, because most people also trade NASDAQ a lot. So let's look at what I'm looking at. That. So this is what I'm looking at on NASDAQ. We've had an ABC. Then now I'm anticipating price to move up. So what I'm seeing in this is a form of a leading diagonal for a wave one, a leading diagonal for a wave one of a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to see price keep on pushing to the upside. So once we get a little pullback, we will look for the continuation of the wave, a continuation of the wave 5 Once we get that particular one for this week, then we want to see also a correction for a wave 2, where we are looking at it finding support in the previous wave 4. Then we'll go to the upside. So as we do stay within this range, then it's still possible the leading diagonal is still in play. So that is what the scenario that we are looking for in NASDAQ. So just wait for a little pullback, or if price should move up and start giving you a corrective move, then once you look at the lower time frame, you can join the correction. And wait for price to push up for the wave 5 before we start looking for the bigger correction for the wave 2. So okay, I saw. I think I don't have an updated count. Okay. Odd Hink, I don't have an updated count on EURUSD, but I'm going to look at it for you at the end of the stream and share it, because I've seen you request for it across all our channels. I'm going to do that for you, but I'm not going to attend to it in the live stream, because I don't think I updated it within the weekend. So I'm going to update it and send you an update of it. So let's quickly also look at Pound AUD. Last week we looked at Bitcoin, and our scenarios have not really changed. So our scenario for that has not really changed. So if you want to see what we discussed, you can jump into our YouTube video and for last week and watch what we discussed on Bitcoin, and at the same time look at what we are looking at the crypto form, because it's forming a very great analysis for long setups in the long term. I did discuss on our road to 100k, the possibility of it, and all the where price might see its resistance and other things. So you can jump and into the YouTube video for last week and look at the analysis that we had on Bitcoin. I think in our Facebook group, a lot of people also requested the pound AUD. So I'm going to look at it, and let you know what I'm looking at on the pound US AUD. So pound AUD, this is my view of it. I'm looking at an ABC, an ABC, an ABC. So we had a, and now we are having this wave B. So in the B now, the wave C is ongoing. So we are having a wave 1 of C. Wave 1 of C. I'm looking at price going more to the upside. Price going more to the upside for this C, this particular wave C. So this is what we are looking at. We've had a wave 1, wave 2, a wave 3. Then we are looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and price to move up to this particular wave 5. So looking at the way there are a lot of bearish divergence in this particular scenario, a lot of bearish divergence, there's a possibility that price should push up a little bit. Then we will start seeing a decline in price action. Once we want to see that, we want to see a bigger correction for a wave 2 before price continues. And whenever you see a lot of bearish divergence in this scenario, when we go to the lower time frame, we can have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Then the last part of it can also develop into an ending diagonal, in a form of an ending diagonal, which will be the end of the wave 5. And if you get an ending diagonal for the wave 5, then that means you can get in early at the breakout of the wave 4 of the ending diagonal, So if you have any questions in which I've not attended to, you leave it in the comment section. After the live stream, I'm going to go through all your comments. in the live stream, and also attend to them in the course of the week as I do update the charts. If you've not joined our Telegram channel, I'm going to leave it in the comment section. Let me type our Telegram channel in the comment section. Then you can just I've given you the link to our Telegram channel in the comment section. So if you can join the Pearl Markets Telegram channels, then as we update the charts, because sometimes in Facebook you will not be shown the feed all the time. And so you can get access to us. You can also join us on YouTube. As Peter Pearl on YouTube. Then you are going to get access to all our live stream. And finally, if you also want to join us on the Legendary Trade Room, then you have 50% to take advantage of, and also get all our courses, for free if you join either the lifetime or the annual package. Then you are going to get our courses also for free. So that will be all for now for today. If you have any other question that was not attended, you just leave it in the comment section and I'm going to attend to it. So that will be all for now, and I'm going to be with you, and may the markets be with us, and let us all have a profitable week this weekend. I'm out.